Hello, this is Russian Beer Stories channel and we have prepared 5 cool stories for our favorite viewers. Today we will help you to plunge into the atmosphere of Russia in the 90s, hard time. Put a like and the last number of your like will show you one of the cities in Russia which you must go. The next character is ready to improve the boring conversations of boring talk shows. I remember in the 90s doing all sorts of trash, walking the streets in my underwear and with the head of a papier-mâché rooster, yelling songs, sitting on a lamppost naked on a bed, driving along the main streets when I was a little drunk. It was horrible but funny. Now I have grown up, become wiser, no longer do such nonsense, just because it is stupid, so my parents think. And I do not do this anymore solely because I'm afraid of becoming a star of YouTube in this category. Crazy woman over 30. Put a like if you've ever listened to music in your life and listened to a cool story. My uncle's nickname is Musician, although he doesn't play any musical instruments. Instead, he has a terrible scar across his neck under his Adam's apple. He told me that when he was young, when he was learning to play the Afghan guitar, the string broke and hit him so hard in the neck. But as I learned later, the thing is that one winter in the late 90s, they wanted to get rid of him in a very cruel way. At first they tried to strangle him with a guitar string, which left the terrible scar. But he escaped and jumped off the bridge into the cold water. I love different kinds of music, but my favorite musician is my uncle. You should never forget the moments of happy childhood, even if this childhood was in Russia in the 90s. I have started a spring cleaning and found an old pencil case with a bunch of milk caps with Pokemons. I sat and sorted out these wells for several hours, and then I invited all my old childhood friends to with it, bought candies, corn sticks and cola, and we spent an unforgettable evening playing caps, ending it with watching of Sailor Moon and dancing. Thanks for a night of joyful nostalgia and happy childhood. Can we call the next main character Lucky One? My uncle worked a protection racket for markets in the 90s. Racketeering, banditry, everything. Their group was called Sports Club because they went to debtors with basketball bats and hockey sticks. My uncle was blown up in a car in 1997 by members of another gang. My father could have been in that car with him, but he had refused to join his brother's business and started teaching Spanish. Now my father is alive, but my uncle is not. Such case. How often do you buy new clothes? Write about it in the comments under this video. My husband laughs at how much money I spend in underwear stores, and I don't want to tell him that I grew up in a very poor family. And most of all, it was not that there was not enough delicious food and that clothes had to be mended 10 times, but it was immensely humiliating to have to pull on patched up panties. Well, and a terribly washed bra, one for all times. Now, even if my underwear falls out of the closet and I have to pay miles of bills, I know that I'm wearing great sets and I don't have to remember that girl crying over a pathetic pile of rags. That's all, my dear friend. With you as Russian Beer Stories channel, we promise to return very soon, but please subscribe to the channel and click on the bell. Thank you and bye!